Listen,
Okay.
for all of the men that's with y'all, please tell them not to listen to this show no more.
Anton, you don't have to
Because
advise our men. It doesn't
tell
really
them
matter.
don't listen to this
That
show no more.
doesn't matter. That
Because
doesn't
I'm gonna
matter.
speak to the guys and I'm gonna speak to all of the men that's watching this that got wives, that got girlfriends, that
You're
think
being
that
ridiculous.
they're innocent. Let me tell you, big dog, she'll go.
I bet you won't.
I bet you she
Wait a
will.
minute. You heard my boy. He said he bet she won't. And look at her, honey. She loving that. Loving that. My man that came to my defense. He done came to my defense. Even though I'm on here talking bullshit, he done came to my defense. He can't even leave her women alone. What's up, guys, and welcome to the channel. I'm Co, and this is Coco Talks. We are going to be reacting to Anton Daniels' man crashes out and take his woman off live stream. I wonder who man crashed out. Did I? I don't think I seen this one. I think I missed it. I think I missed this week's.
I think that, I mean, as much as I like I said, I do hold her accountable for some of the things, but I still kind of feel like she's still having to go through or relieve traumatic experiences that she had with him, especially. I mean, and I also do know that when you've been like abused for a certain period of time, you do get hypersexual. So you know, I can do agree that, yeah, she did some she has some whorish behavior.
Why?
But like,
why would
the
she keep all of those videos?
Huh?
Why would she keep all? Like, why would she keep all of those videos?
Yeah, that's
unless
where
she knew deep down.
that's
You
where
know,
the
like, why would you
hypersexuality
keep
I'm
that?
talking about comes from, because most abused women, they do get very, very hypersexual, and it's something that we can never understand. I mean, even
But
the
look,
fact that
I went
she got, like,
I
she
went
got
through it for 6 years.
The craziest thing about all of this is that Cassie's morality is now being plastered, and we under.
I understand that there are some women out here being abused, but I just don't believe that all these women are being abused like that. I bet if there's one of these women on here got an abuse story, I bet you they do. I just don't believe. Maybe it's because of the way I grew up, or the people that I grew up around, or the type of environment I've been around. But I know that some women do get abused. But for every woman to have an abuse story, how you lying? Let's keep going.
Understand and we can label her, right? We understand and we can label her as something, right? But she didn't do any of these things alone. So therefore, his character is just as bad as hers.
Yeah,
She was the one setting up the
pig.
So that's the point of her being there.
That's why he's on trial.
Can I ask you guys a
If this stuff
question?
that she's saying is true or not.
Can I
He's
ask you
on
guys?
trial,
Can I ask
and
the
she's
ladies
the
a
character
question?
key witness. Her
Can I ask
testimony.
all of you guys a question? Do you
What's up,
guys
girl?
think? Do you guys think that all of this is unfurling about Cassie, and we're finding out? I'm finding out some stuff I didn't even know right now. But do you think that when she entered her relationship with Sean Combs at 2021, that she was always this way?
No.
What I'm saying is, and I'm getting to something here. So do you guys believe that maybe she was a little bit naive?
Green?
Yes. So you think so? I mean, so do you guys really think that at 21, 22, even probably have never experienced these things? I mean, like, you guys must really think she must have been whoring since she was like 15. I mean,
No,
like,
I wouldn't say that.
It's not that.
Like, she's just barely of age. I'm asking,
No.
do you think she came in? And Anton, I would love to hear you. Do you think she came into the relationship wanting to do those things and like volunteering herself and saying, yeah. Do you think at like her young age, that's what she wanted?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like if you
being-
watch the video of Me and You, if you watch the video of Me and You, she was already kind of sexual, I think. I don't know what went on in her life before that, but she was, the video, the lyrics, and this was way before she
I just don't think that you live enough years to have that kind of experience to even know these things. Like,
No, trust me, that's a part.
life long enough.
I understand what she's trying to say, that she too young to even be wanting to have sex like that. But baby, you don't understand. I think she like what in her 50s. She don't look like it. She looks beautiful, but I think she's in her like her 50s. But honey, these people, these kids are having sex at like 13. See, when I was coming up in high school, I'm 33. So when I was coming up in high school, we maybe had one or two girls out of the whole school that might have got pregnant real young, and everybody was like, "Oh my fucking god, she having sex for real, for real." Like it's proof she out here having sex. You get what I'm saying? But now you go into high school, almost three or four, five girls in the classroom have babies now. Yeah, honey, these girls be getting it in. They be getting it in. So by the time they 21, trust and believe. Ain't no telling how many different penises these girls have seen.
Hold on,
That's
y'all.
a
Hold on.
part
Hold on.
of being naive. You
Hold on.
wanting
Wait,
to
wait a
experience
minute.
I
things.
gotta do one mic.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I knew women that was getting trains ran on them in high school. I don't know where y'all been at. I don't know where y'all. What's
but
going
trains
on?
are different than drugs and
Let me
prostitutes
tell you
and
something. Let me
I
tell you
think
being
something.
for
in
high
mouths
school
and
parties,
It's
all
not
that
that
stuff.
crazy out there.
I knew chicks that was getting trains ran on them in high school. I don't know what y'all talking about.
And what were those girls' backgrounds like? If you were to peek into
We
their
didn't
home lives,
research
were
it.
they like loved and everything was great, and they just are
No,
like,
she
I never listen. Let me tell you something. My homeboys never told me about whether or not they met their parents or not.
to Cassie came from two-parent household,
yeah,
and
she
they were
did.
raised in Connecticut. I think she was very, very green. She
Let
said
me
that
switch.
Diddy
Let me
taught her to
switch my
suck
camera.
dick. So I think she was very, very green.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Well,
as
no, but
well.
that doesn't excuse her choices for 11 years.
I'm
And
not
it, and it
doing
Everybody
that.
is.
doesn't
I'm
Hold
not
on.
mean
doing
Wait.
that
that.
she
But what I'm saying is that there seems to be a progression of depravity, right? So
Everybody is green until they not pink.
yes, but what I'm
And
saying is
Diddy
that
was the
like
one that taught her.
yeah. So what I'm saying is that
Everybody is
you
green
don't.
until they not.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just don't think that you live enough years to have experience with, having sex with prostitutes, having tons of parties, all kinds of drugs. Like when I was 20, 21, like I stopped playing with Barbies when I was 13. So you do the math there. It's like
so
I'm just having a hard time believing that somebody that young could be that sophisticated, and that Diddy was not somehow, as being almost old enough to be her father, have some
Listen,
involvement in the
think.
influence of her. That's it.
Girl, him being old enough to be her daddy don't mean nothing. Cause these hoes be wanting men old enough to be their daddy. Why is it not a problem when a woman wants a older man, but it's a problem when the older man wants a younger woman? How the hell she gonna get her older man if he don't want the younger woman?
look, let me say
Hold on.
this.
Hold on. How many times have we? You want to be in the music industry. You wasn't trying to be in the music industry either. How many times have we heard of these chicks? Come on, Pink. You can't be this naive.
No, I do. I do, but I also
But let's
have
not forget that
I
she
also
also
have
dated
4
somebody
children.
before
So
Diddy as well. So
I'm coming at it from like maybe just a mom. Like I'm not just being so quick to be like that, because I also remember when I was 19 and how truly naive I was. Like the things that people could tell me that I would believe. I had both my parents.
So Anton, if
That
somebody is a
I
bad
didn't know.
person,
So it was like,
I have a question. If somebody is a bad person, do they deserve a crime to happen to them?
No.
We're talking
I don't
about
understand what
Cassie's
you're
morals
saying.
here. So if Cassie,
No,
you're
we're talking
deeming her
about the
to
fact
be
that she was
something,
busting it down for a real one. What you talking
can
about?
I
that's you thinking she's a
correct.
bad person. That's you thinking she's a whore. Does
Yeah,
that
that means
Shut the hell up. Because if a man do something bad, are you gonna deem him as a bad person? Yes, hell you is. So if Cassie done did things like that, that hoe is a bad person, just as bad as Diddy. Ain't nobody saying that he is on trial for what he did to her. Yeah, everything that he did, if she said that they did this, even if they did it together, he wrong, in my opinion. Both of them wrong. What is being discussed here is what type of person Cassie is. And that bitch just as bad as Diddy, and she want a chick. If she did all that shit, honey, she need to be sitting right beside Diddy. My opinion. But let's keep going.
Things
For
that New
good for
York,
something
listen,
bad to happen
what's
to
Bad
good
her.
for
things happen to
what's
bad
good for
people.
Diddy,
No,
Yeah,
I
that
don't
ain't
believe
good
right.
that.
for
No,
Diddy is just as good for
That
Cassie.
ain't straight.
no.
Bad things happen to bad people.
That
And if
means
you're a
we all
sinner,
deserve to go to jail
All y'all
then.
telling me is
Every
that
one mic.
all y'all
That means
telling
we
me
all deserve to go to jail.
at the end of the day, all y'all telling me is that y'all are part of the sisterhood. That's what it really comes down
so
to.
look, let me
But that's
address
none of
let me
you
address
adult
what
thing.
Hold
This is an
on,
adult
hold on, hold on.
accountability thing.
At the end of the day, what you're telling me is that when it comes to the like actually really holding people accountable, we only hold women accountable based off of words. Bad girl, you're bad. Don't do that again. Don't have children out of wedlock. Don't do this. Don't do that. That's how we hold women accountable. When it actually comes to, because see, equal means equal across the board.
And put her on
That's what
trial.
that's what feminism has given us. Feminism said that y'all wanted equal. You know what y'all advocate against, though? Equal when it comes to consequences. Then
When
this
she
is
has
why
her
you
day in
this
court,
is why you see women advocate for equal pay, equal rights, but at the same time they'll advocate against updating family court laws. This is why you'll see women commit crimes, but on a regular basis they'll never be charged in the same way that a man is. They'll never serve the same sentences. They'll never be prosecuted. They'll never ever let their feet touch the ground. We're always going to treat women with kid gloves, especially if they're pretty.
So,
Especially,
Anton, are you saying that
especially if they're especially if they're pretty, especially if they're pregnant. The sister code is going to
This is
save them.
ridiculous.
Well, you know what? But why? Well, wait. Did she have a father in her life? Anybody asked Diddy if he had a father in his life?
Exactly.
period.
Anton,
Period.
respectfully, I'm not sure what. Okay, can I just ask Anton, like, what do
But
you
wait,
expect?
Nobody cares about Diddy, his upbringing. Nobody gives a fuck. Don't nobody care. If he had been touched when he was younger, that's cool. But nigga, you an adult now. Fix your motherfucking life. That's no excuse. But when it's a woman, oh my god!
I know. I'm just wondering when you
What's
say accountability.
happening?
Hey, Anton not lying though, for real. When men do something, it don't matter what it is. They don't care about your trauma. They don't care about what you've been through. I'm sorry, y'all, that I haven't been talking to y'all. Because I'm talking to the screen. Because I really be talking to these people. But anyway, Anton is right, y'all, because it does not matter. It does not matter. When it comes to a man, it don't matter what you did. It don't matter what you went through or none of that. But when it comes to a woman, honey, you got to look for every excuse in the book to why she might have been who she didn't been. You feel what I'm saying? But let's keep going.
What do you want? What do you want?
Who wants
What
her
do
to
you
go to
want to
jail?
happen? Like,
Believe it.
what?
let me can I just address what Pink Pill was saying earlier, because I love the fact how she, she was saying when she was 19 and when she was 20. You got to understand, you came up in a completely different generation. You said you're Generation X, right?
Yeah.
She's Generation Z, right? Millennial, right? I'm a millennial. And I'm pretty sure there's a few other millennials. There may be a few other millennials on here. But the way we were coming out and the way we were brought up is completely different than the way you saw things. So trust me, it is not far-fetched for Cassie to be busting it down for a real one and a not so real
You know
one.
what I learned? You know what I learned tonight? You know what I learned tonight? All women, all of them are on the table. There is no woman that you cannot get. There is no morality code that she will not abide by, that she will abide by. Every woman has a price. That's what I learned tonight. Because they don't believe it.
Absolutely not.
They don't believe it.
What do you mean price?
I don't.
Oh, he struck a nerve with that one. But I mean, I understand what he's trying to say, even though ain't no every girl going nowhere, honey. Because I love my man. Do you hear me? I love mine. And I ain't going nowhere. So don't say that. Don't say that now. I get what he trying to come in, but don't say that. Child, bye. I love that man down. I love him down. Ain't no man greater than mine. I don't care what you done did, what your resume is, how much money you got in your pocket. I don't give a damn. Ain't nobody paying better than mine. But let's keep going.
Don't give a fuck about what
Sweeping
y'all saying.
That's fine.
I
generalization.
You don't
don't
have to
care
care, but
about
you
y'all
have to stop
protesting.
using
I don't
your
care about y'all fake getting
misogynistic
upset.
views
I
to,
know that every
yeah.
last woman
Mhm.
on the face of this fucking earth has a price.
I
And
think every
one of the
man as
reasons
well.
why they have a price is because they want the lifestyle, and it's always going to be a price that's attached to it. They willing to pay it, and they don't believe that they'll ever have to be held accountable for it. One of the reasons why you see some
It's
guys,
the deal of right and
one of the
wrong.
reasons why you see men and they're willing to hold what, you know what, some men are willing to cross it and just take a chance. Other men is like, you know what, that's just too big of a price to pay, because we know for a fact that if we get caught, it's over. It's over. There is no coming back. Ain't no plan B. You going to jail, or you gonna die, or you gonna get whatever. You're gonna be held accountable. You're gonna lose your job. You're gonna lose your money. You're gonna lose your income. You're gonna lose everything. Women inherently in the back of their mind, they know that they can recover from it. And so the price is always easier to justify. And you know you can get away with it. It's almost like, look, I'll give you an example. Through all of what she's been through, this bitch got another husband. Half of y'all can't even fucking find a husband. And she got a husband that's willing to sit up there on trial and listen about how she got ran through and how she got her mouth pissed in.
But that's not. I mean,
And you know what
Antoine,
women
do you
that's
want
a
do you
man.
want-
Like,
you know
Can I
what
ask a
women are
question?
saying online? You know
Can I
what
ask a
women are saying
question?
online? In mass.
Mhm.
That's a good man, Savannah.
he's a
Lord, bless that type of love to attack me.
And I tell it right though, because as long as the man is doing what the woman want her to do, as long as the man is doing whatever the woman want him to do, yeah, he's the greatest man in the world. He's a good man. But as soon as you set boundaries, and that hoe knows she got boundaries that she can't cross with you, honey, you're terrible. You're a manipulator. You're controlling. But she don't think she controlling. As long as you're doing what she wants you to do, she's not controlling. That's just the right thing to do. But whenever you want her to do something, are you controlling? You manipulative. You are emotionally abusive. Girl, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Let's keep going.
Instead of saying, what the fuck is this bitch doing? Getting her mouth pissed in. At some
Antoine.
point, she had to say, you know what? I don't like the taste of pee. But
Do
instead
you
of us
want
having
women
that,
to be held
But
to
that's
the
not a
same standard as
criminal
men?
offense.
instead
You're
of us having a
conflating a lot of
conversation,
different things. You're
instead
conflating
of
a
us
lot of
Antoine, do
having
you
a
different
want
things.
women to
conversation,
be held to the same
instead of us
standard as
having a
men?
conversation of why she like pee, we're
Mhm.
having a conversation about the character witnesses that is coming up to establish whether or not Diddy is the culprit. No accountability whatsoever. I don't believe it. I believe that any woman that I want, I can get her now.
But being kinky is not a crime.
You've given us the understanding to be careful of the type of women that we go after, but at the same time, understand that they all got a price. All of them.
Antoine, you serve such contradictions, and it's so funny to me. Do you want women to be held to the same standard as men for the sake of equality? Would you like that?
I don't give a fuck.
That's what it should be.
But this is your perspective. This is what you're
I don't give
saying.
a
You
fuck no
just
more
went
because
onto
I
a
believe
whole stance about it.
you
So
can't
I'm asking you a question. You can't answer the question.
Listen. If God couldn't hold Eve accountable, what makes you think that y'all gonna listen to me?
This was about desire. Would you desire women
God
to
couldn't
be held
convince
to the
Eve
same?
to
You're
not
avoiding my
eat from the
question. You're
not
avoiding
I
eat
my
know you
question.
didn't
Well,
say that.
wait,
God
because
absolutely
no,
did
God
hold Eve
told
accountable.
Can we not get
God,
into what
Adam,
stop
Eve,
playing
so
into the
that's what on Eve.
semantics,
God
guys?
couldn't
The
convince
question is,
Eve
do
to
you
shut
want
the
women
fuck
to be
up
held to the
for
same
5
standard as
seconds. You know what
men?
Eve did?
No, you don't. You
all it
always say
cost
you
it-
don't.
all it
But
cost,
now you're advocating for it.
all it cost
Now
was
you
a little
want it.
serpent,
But when
a
it's
little
about
serpent and
submission
a little
and when it's
fruit,
about
a little
relationships, you
serpent
don't
and a
want
little
to share.
fruit, and she busted
But that's
out
the
for a real one.
this is the
If
thing.
you
Antoine,
believe,
you got to stop contradicting yourself.
if
You have to
you
stop doing
believe,
that.
no. This has nothing
You
to do with
always do
contradiction.
that.
This don't have nothing to do with contradiction. Listen,
Okay.
for all of the men that's with y'all, please tell them not to listen to this show no more.
Antoine, you don't have to
Because
advise our men. It
tell them
doesn't really matter.
don't listen to this
That
show no more.
doesn't matter. That
Because
doesn't
I'm gonna
matter.
speak to the guys, and I'm gonna speak to all of the men that's watching this that got wives, that got girlfriends, that
You're
think
being
that they're innocent.
ridiculous.
That think that they're innocent. Let me tell you, big dog. she'll go.
I bet she won't.
Duh.
I bet you she
Wait a
will.
minute. You heard my boy. He said he bet she won't. And look at her, honey. She loving that. Loving that. My man that came to my defense. He done came to my defense. Even though I'm on here talking bullshit, he done came to my defense. He had to even leave her women alone. Let's keep going.
I bet you she
Now, see,
won't.
that's your problem. You sitting there in the background trying to
I bet you
subjugate,
won't. I bet
Y'all
you
have a
won't.
trying to
good
be a
night.
cheerleader. You sitting
Girl,
there in the
you better get
background
up
trying
out
to
of
be a
there.
cheerleader instead of get her off the fucking screen. Because let me tell you what's really happening. Get her off the fucking
It was
screen.
an accident. She gonna come right back.
No, there wasn't no accident. That
No,
nigga
she
hit the
said
button.
bye. She said bye.
Let me tell you what really happened. He
Oh.
started to get uncomfortable because she started
Yeah.
exposing herself as a chameleon.
No,
That's
she
the
did
truth.
not.
No.
That is
Nah, Q, she really did. You don't do wrong and advocate for it. And that's what Tasha is doing. She advocating for wrong, so that make me feel like you done did wrong and now you want to justify your wrong. Advocating for a woman that you know is wrong. Let's keep going.
man's wife.
See, he was watching the chat. He was watching the chat and he realized that the chameleon was starting to come out. I'm fucking up the money because she's a femininity coach. And she say that she hold women accountable. No. See, I'm gonna say the real. She's a femininity coach. She said that she hold women accountable, but all of that shit started to come apart because when you let a woman talk for long enough and you let her actually tell what
They
she
were
really
good.
believe, when you let her tell what she really believe, that shit started to come up. Now the simp is gonna start to come. I bet you she won't. Nigga, if she wouldn't, then she wouldn't be here in the first place. All of that shit that you talking, I don't believe it, dog. You're gonna have to show me. You're gonna have to show me. Nigga, send her over here for 48 hours. She gonna come back a different person.
Oh Lord. Okay, that's enough. Cause after I get to going on, Anton, you can't change everybody's woman. You feel me? You do got a good woman. Shout outs to Rita. But sir, you can't turn every man's woman out. The only woman that you can turn out is one that ain't your heels anyway. Anyway, that's enough for the channel. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment your opinions down below. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you don't. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe they right and maybe I'm wrong, which I highly fucking doubt it. But I catch you in the next one.